How's it going, everyone? It is in fact May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and I guess we got some Star Wars stuff to cover in this video. Brand new PSN sale. The Jedi Survivor deal has been adjusted a little bit over on Amazon, and we have a patch for LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. We'll get to all of that and more in a little bit. So right off the bat, weekend offer sale is live right now on the PlayStation Store. Remember that this is running alongside the Golden Week sale as well as the May Savings Sale. Both of those respective sales will be running until May the 10th, so you still have some time to take advantage of that. So jump on that as soon as possible. Weekend offers, on the other hand, you do have some notable stuff as far as some of the older Star Wars games. You have LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. That is 60% off for $24. And then you have LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga Deluxe Edition, 60% off for $28. Those are great deals for both of them. LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga does have a PlayStation Plus premium trial. I believe it's only an hour. Yeah, it's only an hour, so that's just completely lame, but nevertheless, you do have a trial available if you do have a Plus Premium subscription, and I thought Skywalker Saga was awesome, and I'll get to talking more about that when we do talk about the patch, so wait on that, but definitely worth it. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Character Collection 1 and 2 is $9.99. Battlefront 2 is down to $9.99, and then there is the Celebration Edition upgrade. That is $6.24. The $9.99 is for the Celebration Edition for itself. If you already have the game, then you can buy the Celebration Edition. Battlefront 2 is a game that launched in a very mediocre state, but it continued to get better and better, so hopefully, you know, it's a game that you can now check out and have a pretty decent time with. Star Wars Squadrons, on the other hand, is 85% off for $5.99. Battlefront 1 is $6.99. Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, is 50% off for $14.99. Republic Commando, $7.49. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy is $9.99. Bounty Hunter is $4.99. That is available on Plus Premium. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is $7.49. They do have the Star Wars Heritage Pack. That's Jedi Knight 1 and 2, Republic Commando, and then also Star Wars Racer. All of that can be had for $19.99. They have a bunch of LEGO Star Wars DLC. They got Super Star Wars for $4.99, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, Racer Revenge, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast is $4.99 standalone, and then they have more LEGO Star Wars DLC if you do want to check that out. So yeah, that is live right now. If you're the best pickup here is LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga for sure, but some of the classic titles like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, Bounty Hunter, Republic Commando, and Jedi Knight 2, those might be worthwhile to check out as well. Battlefront 2 has a decent little campaign as well. It's super short, but you know, for that price, it's not too bad. But obviously, the multiplayer is where most people want to get into Battlefront 4. But nevertheless, that sale is live right now. All right, moving on from that, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, still $70 on Amazon. They did adjust the sale a little bit. It is now a $10 digital credit instead of just getting $10 off the rip. So you still have to pay $70, but you get $10 of digital credit to use on Amazon, and you guys are probably doing some shopping on Amazon, so it's essentially the same thing if you look at it that way. Jedi Survivor is a fantastic game. I've already talked about the performance issues, but man, just to reiterate, if you guys have if you are on the fence about it, sure, you can wait a little while, and I know some of you guys are just hesitant to spend $70 on games, and there are very few games that I'm gonna say, hey, go buy that for $70. Jedi Survivor is one of those games that I think is worth $70 from the standpoint that the game itself is so good from a narrative standpoint, the gameplay is great, and there is so much more content in this game than Jedi Fallen Order, like a disgusting amount so that this game expands upon than Jedi Fallen Order. Now, obviously, there are performance issues. It seems like the PlayStation 5 version is the best version of the game across all platforms, so if you have a PS5, you're in for a better experience. One of the weird things about this game from a console standpoint is that ray tracing is mandatory. That is so strange. I wish that they would have had a performance mode where ray tracing was disabled, or they went the Insomniac route and had performance ray tracing. You remember how Ratchet & Clank had that? It was the performance ray tracing option, and that was like the best way to play the game. But in this case, there's just a performance option, and then there's just a, you know, high visual fidelity option, and the performance option isn't a locked 60 frames per second, so you are getting a more inconsistent experience when it is dipping below 60 frames per second. The general consensus for a lot of people is that you should play this game at the 30 FPS mode because that is going to provide a more consistent experience. What you want to do is up to you. And what I really liked about Jedi Survivor, unlike Fallen Order, you know, Fallen Order, Cal is really finding his footing as this Jedi, but in Jedi Survivor, right off the rip, you have a lot of abilities, you have a lot of powers, but at the same time, they do a great job of also introducing new abilities and new powers throughout the game that by the end, you just feel like absolutely unstoppable, and then you can take that into New Game Plus as well. Some of the aspects into New Game Plus, but you know, and New Game Plus is actually worthwhile because there is some changes that are made that, you know, it's worthwhile to go through it again. I'm on New Game Plus myself right now. I don't know if I'm going to complete the game again, but I do want to go for the 100% at some point. I didn't 100% it in my first playthrough, but, you know, there's a sizable amount of content to do with all the rumors and everything like that, and all the various boss battles, and I know everybody's getting whooped on Kobo with an infamous boss battle right now, but nevertheless, $70 for that. I beat the game on Jedi Knight, and on New Game Plus, I'm going through, not the hardest difficulty, the second to hardest. I believe it's Jedi Master, and yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But Jedi Knight was, you know, relatively challenging, but if you're getting, you know, some of the upgrades and whatnot, it's not too bad. So, yeah, there you go with that. $70, $10 digital credit for Amazon.com if you do buy it right now. Lastly, I do want to note, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Update 1.10 is out today. Smaller update here, Luke Starkiller playable character has been added, vibration, intensity, accessibility option has been added, and additional stability and bug fixes. So this is a game that came out early last year, and it did gargantuan sales numbers. I believe this game is actually going to outpace Jedi Survivor, and that shouldn't be too surprising. It was a cross-gen release. I believe it was on Switch as well. Don't quote me on that if it was on Switch or not, but it was a widely popular game, and I'm not a big LEGO guy, but I had a great time with this one, and also there is a sizable amount of content in this because it encompasses all of the Star Wars movies, and, you know, the LEGO games are super accessible. Anybody can really get into them and have a pretty decent time with them, and LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is no different, but it's kind of a LEGO Star Wars fans' dream game, I would imagine, given all the content that you could get, all the fan service, all the additional content. Yes, there is a sizable amount of DLC and whatnot, but, you know, they're gonna do what they're gonna do as far as that's concerned, you know, trying to make some extra revenue. And the fact is, the game is, what, $24 right now? That's a great price for all the content you're getting. If you're remotely into LEGO games, or you're a Star Wars fan, or you just like good action games, like, honestly, at the point LEGO Star Wars came out, like, you know, I was a decent Star Wars fan, like, very, not that big of a Star Wars fan, but, you know, Jedi Fallen Order got me into Star Wars more and more. And then I played Skywalker Saga, and I'm not that big of a fan. I'm not that big of a fan of LEGO games either, and I still really enjoyed the game, and it was a good time. Now, I've kind of got the Star Wars bug, and, like, I want to go watch all the movies. I know there's a bunch of Disney series and whatnot. It's a little bit daunting to, like, watch all that stuff, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not much of a movie or television watcher, so just getting me to watch any movies or television is kind of like, kind of work, but nevertheless, I definitely do have the Star Wars bug, and I'm kind of encapsulated within the lore right now, but we'll see how all of that goes. But Skywalker Saga, great time, nice patch out today, and the game is discounted, so definitely go check it out. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, Star Wars a day, go check out the weekend offer sale. Jedi Survivor, I think, is a fantastic game, performance issues aside. There's a lot to like about the game. If you want to wait a little bit longer, I think by the fall, it'll be around $35 to $40, and it's gonna be fixed and whatnot. At that point, it's gonna be a tremendous purchase, and I think this game is just gonna escalate in sales throughout the year, not only as more people get PS5s, but as the game gets fixed and as it drops in price, it's just gonna be received better and better, in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes. And LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is getting a patch today, some new content added to that, and additional stability and bug fixes. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.